Today I will be demonstrating for you one of the most powerful features in EzStamp and most widely used, called the Global Power Search, or GPS for short. What the Global Power Search does is allows you to search the entire massive database of 269 countries and 315,000 stamp entries all at once. So for example, if you wanted to search all your inventoried records for all stamps that are have a value of greater than $200, or all the stamps that were issued in 2012 for all countries, or any such search, you can do that very quickly in EzStamp, and then inventory those records if you like, jump to different countries. Best way to show you is to just do an example. So let's begin with we'll do a search, and let's do a search by year, and let's do for all the stamps of 2012. We'll click on Global. I've chosen to search against all 269 countries. You can limit your searches if you like, and then just remove certain countries and move them to the other side, but for this demonstration I'll use all countries. And then we'll just begin and let the program go through each of the databases and match against the criteria that we selected, which was the year of all stamps issued in the year of 2012. When the search is done, it will be displayed in a spreadsheet viewer because that's what we selected here, but we can also show it as a thumbnail viewer or as a data browser. But let's go into the spreadsheet viewer. So right now we have Canada open, but let's say you wanted to see this a land stamp that was found. If you just double click on it, the program will automatically open that country and bring that stamp up. So you don't have to go to File, Open, and choose your country. You can just switch to it right from within the global search. If you want to see what the stamp looks like while you're in the browser here, just click on this icon here, and you'll see a preview of the stamp. You can change the size a little bit if you like, and you can go down here. So let's say you wanted to inventory this particular stamp, or let's say you wanted to inventory all these particular stamps from Russia. All you have to do is click on the check mark here, and it'll bring up an entry that's very similar to the rapid entry viewer. So let's say we have these as all never hinged very fine. Click begin, and those 17 stamps were added. And as you can see, Russia has been opened for us, and there's the stamps that we just inventoried. Let's do a power search, and let's say you want to do a search for all the stamps that you have inventoried that have a net value of greater than 300. I've already done that here. So you'd basically choose your inventory grades with a net value greater than or equal to 300. We'll do a global search again, and it'll quickly search all the countries for any stamp that has a value of greater than 300 that you've inventoried. And we're almost done. And click on show. So here are the stamps that are in my inventory that have a value of greater than $300. As again, you can jump to any one of these countries by either double clicking on it, and it brings it up, and then you can go here. Now, one of the other things that you can do is you can always recall these searches. So for example, there's the one that we just did. You can also export and import these searches. So I've saved a couple. So say for example, I did one here where I searched all the databases for the Europa stamps, and here they are. Now with any power search or any global search, you can view the data as a spreadsheet, or you can use it as a thumbnail. So here's all the Europa stamps that EzStamp has in it. So let's say you wanted to inventory this particular stamp. You just double click on it, it brings it up, and you inventory it. So let's do one more search. Let's do let's do a search by let's do a search by denomination. So let's say we wanted to do a search for any stamp that has a denomination of 50 cents in it. Click on find. Actually, I just found it in Cyprus only, so we'll do a global. So it's now going to search all stamps in the database for any stamp with a face value of 50 cents. and then we'll report on it. You could have easily done a search by keyword or any of the criteria in EzStamp against this global power search. So it's almost done here. We'll click on show, and let's go into thumbnails. So as you can see, any stamp with 50 cent on it will be displayed in EzStamp. And again, you could go in there and inventory it. Okay, let's do one more search. Let's do a power search again. And let's do any text search. So let's say you were looking for all the stamps had a train on them. So we'll do that. That seems to be a very popular topic for collectors these days. Trains, locomotives, steam engines. As we're waiting for this to complete here, if you notice that EzStamp tells you the number of matches it finds as it progresses through each of the databases. So far we're at over 1,100 stamps. One of the things that you'll probably have noticed in EzStamp, all the databases are 100% complete, so any stamp matching the criteria that you enter into the power search or the search by keyword will be found. So far we're at over 2,000 stamps. So it looks like there's at least 2,343 train stamps. And let's switch to thumbnail images, and here they are. And you can scroll through the thumbnail viewer to see the ones that you want. So we're into the Canada, China. So let's say you recognize this one here and you wanted to inventory it. Simply double click on it and it'll bring up the stamp in that database, which happens to be Cuba, and then you could just go ahead and inventory it. Anyways, I'm sure if you experiment a little with this this search utility, I know you'll find it extremely useful. Okay, we'll be uploading many other videos shortly. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.